Nigerian football is moving forward. When on September 20, 2018, in the northern city of Katsina, the country's entire football fraternity deemed it fit to re-elect Mr. Maju Melvin Pinnick for another 4 years as president of the Nigeria Football Federation. It marked a vote of continuity of programs that have brought successes on and off the pitch. This is underscored by the fact that Pinnick, on account of that electoral victory, became the first man in the long history of association football in Nigeria to serve 2 consecutive terms. The implication is that the administration which he leads will build on an integrated plan built on victory on the pitch, commercial viability, massive investment in youth and league development, as well as coaching and administration, all geared towards securing a brighter, sustainable future for Nigerian football.
The cohesion within the board and the leadership of the board has helped a great deal. The president has carried us, along in all our plans regarding all of these visions that we have.
If you don't come close to him, you will never know the kind of person he is. For me and the players, we know the kind of person he is, a very nice person. Like for me personally, I would say he's like a father to me, because whenever I have any issues, he's the first person to call me to say, "Oh Musa, are you okay? I hope everything is good." Even though the death of my mom, I think he's the first person that called me. "Oh Musa, how is everything going?" And I said, "If everything is good." He even called the governor to make sure that I'm safe back home. So for me, I would say he's like a father to me, and I really appreciate what he's doing for the country.
Pinnick had remarked after his historic re-election that Nigerian football will be self-funded by the time his tenure in office is wrapped up. Already, his administration has built a robust sponsorship portfolio that currently positions it on about 65% private sector funding.
More companies need to come up, more sponsors need to come up.
For me, it's about putting more professionalism, more support to it, and it will go a long way.
We want to collaborate more with football in the country, because that is how we can reach to the youth and get them opportunity to come to employment.
The synergy between success on the pitch and commercial viability found expression through the qualification of the Super Eagles for FIFA World Cup Russia 2018. The partnership between the Nigeria Football Federation and sportswear giant Nike ensured that Nigeria attracted global attention for all the right reasons, with the beauty and quality of jerseys and apparels made for the Super Eagles. With the NFF actively involved in design and final output of the kits, there were over 3 million pre-orders. Never in the history of Nike had a jersey been sold out even before the start of the World Cup. Nigeria made it happen. It turned out that many World Cup fans preferred the Super Eagles jersey to that made for their countries.
The jersey has brought problems to most of the players, because it's very nice, and even your club, the fans in your club are actually asking you for these jerseys, but it's not enough.
I was so amazed at some point. One day I received a call from the presidency that the German chancellor that came to Nigeria, as she arrived the country, the first thing she asked for was, "You guys should go and get me a jersey of the Super Eagles. My son needed it. And we have to go and get it, because this is how big this jersey has been." During the World Cup, I was working on the street. I was wearing the flower shirt, and a fan stopped me on the road and said, "Look, guy, let's exchange our trousers, and I'll give you $2,000." During the World Cup, you want to take my flower tracksuit just for that. This is how deep it is.
In 2019, the NFF already had at work with Nike to build on this. The new deal will bring even more income the way of Nigerian football. This year, the Women's World Cup takes center stage. The NFF have invested a befitting and unprecedented amount of time and finance in the preparations of a team that is not just the country's most successful national team, but also the most successful of the continental champions going to FIFA Women's World Cup France 2019. With 9 titles, for good measure, illustrious Germany and the USA only have 8 continental titles each.
The gap between the reward for play and performance has been bridged. In the last Africa Cup of Nations for women, for the first time in Nigerian women football history, the bonus for the Super Falcons was as par as that of the Super Eagles.
This aside, the fact that recent reforms have seen the revival of the Women's Football League as well as Aiteo Cup, it is a lot more certain these days for all of Nigeria's national teams at all levels to have good preparations for qualification series and main tournaments. There have been many avoidable challenges that have questioned the sustainability of its growth projections, but the NFF Executive Committee forges on. The NFF is working closely with the league management company and management of other leagues in the country to stand firm on growth. This is in tandem with efforts of the PINIC-led Executive Committee in taking women's football, youth development, and qualitative administration closer to the grassroots. To this end, the NFF is building mini secretariats and pitches for state FAs all over the country. Through the Amaju-led administration strategic engagement, there are now a lot more Nigerians than ever before who are contributing to the global development of football through high positions in FIFA and CAF.
With Amaju there, and with what he's doing, it was just like, young man, carry on from where I stopped. And I'm very proud of him. We have advantage by having people in various committees. But when people sit on table to discuss football matters at CAF and FIFA, and they see a Nigerian in some of the committees, then they will make sure that they get to hear from us. And not only that, we're a big footballing nation. Why should we not be there? So I want to salute Amaju's courage. I want to salute him for not just being there, but also taking people along with him.
But charity to the NFF begins at home. That is why the Nigeria Football Federation has designed strong, sustainable templates for the growth of Nigerian football. This is seen in the fact that the books are audited by the globally reputed PricewaterhouseCoopers, while Financial Derivatives Limited act as financial advisors. With transparency, strong corporate governance, and an all-inclusive growth strategy, the sky appears not to be the limit for Africa's football powerhouse.